Hello, and thank you for watching again. My name is Brian McCauley, and I'm the managing editor of the Miami County Republic newspaper. And once again, this is the Community Conversation Initiative being launched by the Miami County Republic. And this is something that multiple Cherry Road media publications across the country are launching this year, and we're excited about that. And part of this initiative is our 5 questions, 5 answers initiative. And in that, we're bringing in community members from 5 different fields, and we're asking them all the same 5 questions. And those fields being law enforcement, education, health, government, and economic development. And today we have Janet McRae with us. She's the Economic Development Director here for Miami County. And she's going to help us with this initiative, which again is for us to better understand what the newspaper's role is in the community here in Miami County, and to increase public engagement is the goal of this series. And so we're going to start with the 5 questions here. And I've known Janet for a while, and I'm very thankful that she's here to help us out with this initiative. And so the first question that we're going to ask, and we think it's the most important, is what are the most pressing challenges facing our community at a local level right now?
I think it always is communication and vision, and how as a region, and even a region within a city, you're able to have different voices feel like they're heard and at the same table, and to have their thoughts incorporated into how you move forward.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. Well said. Well, our second question. Considering the evolving media landscape, what role do you see local newspapers playing in the community 5 years from now? Can I get your crystal ball?
There we go. I think, first of all, we're lucky to still have a local media presence. There's a lot of communities our size and larger that don't have that, and I think it's vitally important that you have that watchdog to some degree, to be able to participate in the community, but also to be able to talk about what's going on. But I do think it's changing, and I think it's going to be more visual, more on demand, it's going to be more digital, and it's still going to have to figure out a way of having that written piece that helps you take a look at how all these little components that you may be consuming in bits fit into the overall picture, and how A and B equals C, and how C means this in your life.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like we're going through that transition right now,
Absolutely.
So we'll see in 5 years how it ends up. And thank you. Number 3, in your opinion, what role should our newspaper play in promoting civic participation and community involvement?
Yeah, so the essence of community journalism really is about helping readers remain connected. And I think it's important for them to be able to track their community, local issues, and the activities that are going on. And I think it's important for there to be a voice that promotes the opportunities for them to engage, and to let them know how they can engage in both activities and issues within their community and in the various levels of community, because I think it does roll up as much as it does roll down. And so I think that we also know that it really is an engaged resident that makes a community their home. And it provides that stickiness that makes them want to live where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said again. Number 4, what community events or activities do you believe our newspaper should cover to better connect with our residents?
Quite frankly, I'm not sure how you do everything that you do now with the limited staff that you have, and that's not just me saying that, but I know that you have some partners with the schools, and I wonder what your ability might be to be able to engage them at a higher level, and be able to have some more of that student activities and workplace environment for them to be able to learn and provide support. Because I do think that there are times where dealing with policy questions as a result of something that's going on at the local level is oftentimes overlooked, because there are so many meetings and activities that have to be attended and have your presence at. And so I wonder if there's opportunities there to do that and take a look at the bigger, overreaching policy questions.
Sure. I like that. The schools would be a good resource for sure. Excellent. Moving right along. Number 5, considering the current economic landscape, how can our newspaper support local businesses and contribute to economic growth in the community?
This probably isn't exactly what you expected as an answer to this, but I think that Cherry Road does have the ability to do digital marketing, and I think that the way that businesses attract customers and workers has greatly evolved the last 5 years, and I think in the next 5 years it's going to even more. And while I think most of our small businesses have figured out the basics of Facebook, there are so many other digital marketing mediums out there that would help them expand their markets if they had better understanding. And so I think it's providing some technical support to them and some technical education about some of those resources. I think that would help them be able to expand their market, increase their sales, and potentially even attract more workers, which helps us all as a community expand our economic climate.
Absolutely. I think the tools are there in some places and people just aren't aware of that. So
Right.
wonderful. Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much. That kind of wraps up our 5 questions. One thing we are asking each person that we interview here is we do plan to send out a community survey for members of the public to participate in after this. And I didn't know, is there a question that you can think of that you would like us to put on there that might benefit your organization to know the answer to?
I think we struggle, like so many other organizations within the county. We feel like we're doing everything we can to get our message out and to let people know the services and the things that we provide. And yet we find people every day who indicate that they've never heard of us before. And so I think anything you can do to help us identify where do people consume their information, who are those trusted partners that they use, and where we should be placing ourselves in the market so that we can be of more assistance to people looking to start a business or have a business would be very helpful for us.
That would be great information, absolutely. Well, thank you, Janet, very much for sitting through that and going through these questions. Reminder to our viewers, these videos will be posted on our Facebook page, Miami County Republic, and also on the Republic's website. And so be sure to follow those as well as our print edition moving forward for more information on our Community Conversation Initiative and the 5 Questions, 5 Answers series. So thank you again, Janet,
Thanks,
for
Brad.
being here.